What is going on YouTube? Jason's Dragonbane here. And I finally managed to get another match video up to go. So I came across madolches this time around. And unfortunately for him, this is still TCG because that's the section I play in. So there is no Angeli, which is going to make madolches by far better than what they are currently right now in the TCG. So I opened up, I went Dragon into Tenki to grab another Wolf Bark, put Tenkin down, use Transmodify to make Swallow, and then set Tensin. So I was like, okay, Swallow is pretty much safe from just about anything you could think of right now. So he goes Ticket into Mageline, grabs Hoop Cake, summons Chateau, and puts Warning down. I Gayoko the Warning, pop Mageline so he can add back. He grabs Muifne, or however you say that thing's name. I drew Blackhorn of Heaven, so at this point I was like, he could go through all the combos he wants. Blackhorn of Heaven, it will just shut him down. So he goes summon the little cat, summons Hookcake, banishes the Maxi, summons Messalajado, grabs the Chateau, does XA Revoker into another Messalajado, goes Tiramisu, I Blackhorn of Heaven that. And here's where I just go for game, because Gorilla, Bear, and Swallow are all extremely big at this point, and I actually hit him for exact game. So that being said, let's move on to game 2. Okay guys, and we're back for game 2. What I cited in double Rivalry of the Warlords and double Goza match. Looking back at it now, I shouldn't have cited in my Goza matches. I, for some reason, thought that the madolches were some different attributes, but it turned out not to hurt me in the long run. And I also cited in my third Gayoko because I knew he would be citing in a little bit more backfield than probably what he had game 1. So he goes first, goes into Pot of Duality, reveals Swift Scarecrow, the Soul Morning into Mirror Force, and grabs Swift Scarecrow, goes Mageline into Mageline, and passes. Here's where I think he made a small mistake. He had Misty in his hand. Whenever you're against a Firefish, you really should put Misty down. Even if the off chance it gets Gayoko, it's a lot better for the Misty to get Gayoko versus something else like Solemn Warning, Venus Chain, something along that line. And it can just really hurt them if you hit the Tenki. So I go Onslaught to summon Raven, sacrifice him for board to get both effects, set Tenkin and Tensu from Raven. So I go Tenki into Bear, play Tensu, summon Bear, Bear attack over. I decided not to use Bear effect because there wasn't really anything I could search out that would really put me in a good winning situation at that point. So he sets 1 and passes. Here's where I came up with sort of a new combo. I decided to set Raven, so if this was torrential, he couldn't do anything with it. And then use Bear's effect to pop Raven to put Gayoko down to freeze that one backfield. I knew he had Swift Scarecrow. I probably should have baited that out the turn before. But I really wanted to make sure I could go Cardinal when he dropped it, just to make sure he couldn't get his Hoot Cake plays off. So it's his turn now. He goes Misty. He hits Tenkin for some reason when he knows exactly what that is. Goes into the Cat, goes into Hoot Cake, tries to summon TG Warwolf. I hit him with Rivalry of the Warlords. He's stuck with those 2 monsters, and that's it. I draw into my second Swallow, so I said, you know what, screw it, double Swallow, beat down, put Tenkin down, kill this one. It returns to the deck, kill that one. It also returns, and I'll just pass my turn there now. So he draws into Compulse, so he goes Mageline, grabs another Mageline, sets the Compulse. I draw and Transmodify. I didn't know if this was going to be a Mirror Force. I had saw him reveal a Mirror Force, so I wanted to be cautious. So he compulses. It turns out, I'm not sure if he didn't know Swallow's effect or not, so he had to return his own Mageline. So I draw into Bear, summon it. I was like, yep, there's a Scarecrow, that's fine. He draws into Bottomless, so he sets Bottomless and the Cat. I draw into Gorilla. I was like, oh, okay. Bear, pop the monster. Gorilla, summon. Oh, we'll Tenkin Gorilla to protect him. And now it's just swing for game all the way through. So that was the madolche match, guys. It was really short, but it just goes to show madolches aren't quite at their level yet. I'm very interested to see how well they do once Angeli comes out, because I believe that card is going to give them a significant bump the way Hoot Cake did. Hoot Cake took them from being a tier 2 deck at best to at least being a bottom tier 1 sort of deck. And it just really focuses around the OTKs that 2K can do, but Angeli makes those OTKs and their combos so much faster. So I got a couple bonus duels for you guys. Alright guys, and we're back for game 1, and this was against a lightsworn chaos sort of deck. I saw that he had no extra deck, so I immediately was thinking, okay, am I fighting Exodia or something else? But it turns out he's just playing lightsworns with some darks teched in to make chaos and DLS. So he goes Rhoda into the Garoth, summons Jane, manages to mill Swarm Wolf. So I was like, okay, we're going Onslaught out Raven, Transmodify him into Dragon, set Tenki, will now play Tenki for Wolfbark, Dragon will set Tenzin, will summon more, make Tiger King, play Tensu, negate their effects, Wolfbark will summon out 4, make Crimson Blader, just in case he ever gets close to that JD drop. Because at this point I'm like, okay, he's Lightsworn, but he doesn't have an extra deck, so JD's really the only monster, along with BLS and those sort of cards, that I really have to worry about. So he Foolish Burials Necrogar, and I was like, this is okay, because I'm just going to go Cardinal, and I'm going to put back the Necro Gardener and the Plague Spreader. I ran into the Raikou, and I was like, I should have really expected that coming, but that's okay. So I passed my turn. He draws an Effect Player, so he sets Raikou. I draw Wolfbark. So right here's another thing. If you're fighting like a Fire Fist deck that's running Tenken, which most are nowadays, you really gotta wait for like Wolfbark and Gorilla and all of them to activate their effects before you Effect Veiler them. Because now they're just going to Tenken in main phase 1, go to battle phase, either hit you or just go straight to main phase 2 and get pluses that way. So, as I will go Tiger King, get a Tenki. I was pretty sure that was another Raikou, so I didn't want to worry about it. So he goes Lila and pops Tenken, which I thought was really strange compared to there were 2 other backbuilds that he had no clue about. So I summon Bear, pop the Raikou, go for game, and he ends up scooping, so 1 more bonus game. Okay guys, and we're back for 1 more duel. So this happened to be against Raccoons. I had no idea what I was fighting until the very end of this duel. But I managed to go first, and I started out with really good stuff with Dragon and Tenki in hand. So summon Dragon, do the Tenki, grab Wolfbark, set Tenken. And I decided to leave it there, leaving Caribou and Wolfbark in hand because I had no idea what I was fighting. So he set 5 back down, and I was going, oh boy, am I fighting Chainburn? Hit Scapegoat, so I was like, I'm not exactly sure what I'm fighting. So he finished chains my Tiger King. I was like, okay, Tensu, out, summon out Dragon. I swung, I ran into Mirror Force. I was like, that's really okay. I'm not in that bad of a situation right now. He sets 1 more and passes back to me. I draw Tensu. I was like, okay, summon Wolfbark. He immediately compulses Wolfbark, and I was like, Tensu's still here. So I'll just resummon him, go into Tiger King, play the Tenki, grab another Wolfbark. He does Surrendering Roar when I try to go to the battle phase. So I was like, okay. He flips this little raccoon. I Fiendish Chain, and he knows he's in severe trouble right there, so he quits. I'm hoping to get the newer version of the Transmodify Fire Fist uploaded sometime soon. I'm hoping to take it to locals and really see how it play tests there against some other decks that might be a little bit more competitive. But tell me what you guys think, and as always, comment and subscribe.